thank you for joining us on Eyewitness News. Really, what is the bone of contention with regards to this abandoned astroturf, you say?
Yeah, good evening. Yes, to set record straight, the concerned youth of Ahafo Ano, led by the Assembly Member for Electoral Area, Betom Electoral Area in the Ahafo Ano South West constituency, with the aggrieved youth whose only pitch for both sports, funerals, and all other co-curricular activities is being organized on, was being placed in the form of astroturf, a purported astroturf to be constructed, which was a mirage. Why? Because the NPP parliamentary candidates were going for their primaries, and one, Professor Chumasi, who was chairman for Ghana Sports Authority, according to information, gave it for contract, if I should say it. And so in a week, 2 weeks to the elections, they started destroying the fort. In fact, the youth of Ahafo Ano South West, and for that matter, the Mankraso community, does not take it light. But when they approached the contractor, they were told they were preparing astroturf, and it will not take them more than 1 month to complete it. When they graded the place, a day after election, the NPP gurus came to pick the grader, which was on site. A reason best known to them. And so from the day the NPP had their primaries, last until today, I can speak on authority. There had not been any sign of construction, either leveling the place or making it befitting for even walking. And so the concerned youth in the constituency, who realized, for that matter, Mankraso community, whose source of entertainment had blocked, decided to engage media and turn it into food planting for food and jobs. Since that particular pitch was the only place they could entertain themselves. That was the funeral grounds. That was Independence Day. That was where we all hold grounds. Farmers Day, that was the Deba grounds. I can speak on authority that since they did this in this year, 6th March, we had it at Mankraso Secondary School, a distance far away from the community center. 2, this year, Ramadan, we observed it in a very unlocated, unidentified location. Why? Because the food was not a place the Muslims could observe the Ramadan prayers. This year, inter-school soccer, they have to have it at Mankraso Senior High, a distance from the community center as well. I just want to mention that a few. However, the youth agitation coincided with, hello?
I'm with you, sir.
Yes, the youth activities coincided with the limited the transfers organized by Electoral Commission. And for that matter, it was associated to the National Democratic Congress youth who want to create confusion. But in fact, records have been set straight that it was the youth of Ahafo Ano South West, and for that matter, the Betom Electoral Area, and Mankraso as a community youth, who were very much worried about the actions and inactions of the new patriotic party in the constituency. I have been in the constituency, and I have been in the heart of the district far back 2003. I have been a sports officer. I have been in charge of sports since 2003. In fact, an athletics instructor and then handball instructor, volleyball instructor. I have been there since 2003, and I work in the constituency. I work on that same pitch I'm talking about all these years. And we have no other pitch in Mankraso, and for that matter, the nearby communities apart from this very pitch, which has been destroyed.
I see.
So that is the greatest concern.
Quick fact. So you are saying that this particular pitch in question is the only pitch in the Mankraso community which is used for all social gatherings and events.
Exactly.
And prior to the 2024 NPP parliamentary primaries, the community was made to believe that it was going to be transformed into an astroturf, for which grading was done. Now, after the parliamentary primaries, you have not seen any visible work on site for which reason you are having your own suspicion? For example, you say that the NPP has taken the community for granted. And of course, you are saying that it is the community members, the youth who are aggrieved, who are raising this concern, and not the NDC as a party. So, but for the party, have you tried to, seek some answers from those who said they were going to transform it into an astroturf? Or really, what is your suspicion?
We in NDC, we are only quiet because we feel that all too soon, the NPP will come and talk to Mankraso community. They will go to the Islamic community and they will talk to the Islams. And where they have been enjoying having their Islamic prayers, you have destroyed the place. If you believe in the religion, you will not do that. They will talk to teachers, and for that matter, students. And the students they are going to talk to, these students, they have been denied of their rights for soccer, for all other gatherings. 5th March, they have been denied. They will talk to other Christian communities. And these Christian communities, during Easter festivities, Christians organize their Easter festivities there. If you need the SDA, if you need apart from the Methodist Church, all other religious organizations organize their programs, the district retreat and other stuff on the same pitch. And so they will go to the communities to talk to the churches to talk to them. They will talk to all other well-meaning citizens in Ahafo Ano South, for that matter, Mankraso, to be precise. And the message they will carry across, we will see. I became astonished when I heard that the MPP parliamentary candidate was alleging that when the grader was brought to site, NDC youth came to drop petrol, diesel from there. It was so astonishing and so, I don't know what to say. So, to be honest with you, how can a project which is purported to develop the community make both Islamic prayers, Christian prayers, our 5th March, all other social gathering activities together with Fungas become proper and powerful?
All right, Mr. Solomon, please hold on briefly for me. It's good you've mentioned the parliamentary candidates for the area that's on the ticket of the NPP. Is actually on the phone line with us. I would want to go to him for us to get some clarity on the issues that you've raised. Elvis Dapa is the parliamentary candidate, NPP, for the Ahafo Ano South West constituency in the Ashanti region. Mr. Dapa, good evening. Can you hear me?
Good evening, my brother.
All right, thank you for joining us on Eyewitness News. So this is the situation that is unfolding in your constituency where you are the parliamentary candidate on the ticket of the NPP. First off, are you aware of this multi-purpose pitch that we are talking about? And in fact, prior to the parliamentary primaries, we saw your election. What promise did you give the people of Mankraso in regards to this multi-purpose pitch?
All right, thank you very much once again. I would like to take this opportunity to express a profound gratitude to almost every listener to GTFM or TV. But I'm a bit upset to have heard from the NDC constituency secretary that the NPP, as a political party, we've destroyed the only town community park. This idea, in the first place, is emphatically not true. Why am I saying this? The largest pitch or park that we have within the constituency is located at Mankraso Secondary School. Aside that, then we have this as a subordinate or supplementary park. So the idea that we have only one park is neither here nor there. It's emphatically not true. We have two as well. And then again, the contractor came, as I've explained earlier, and to be sincere, in fact, now we live in a political world. For me to sit down for someone to disgrace me or say something in vain or something that is never true, it's something that I can't tolerate it anymore. It was an individual, one Professor Peter Chumesi, who started this or took this initiative. He wanted to give us astroturf, of which I'm an eyewitness to. He got to the time he reported to me that though we are going for a contest, but then this is my challenge to be precise. One, according to the operator, He said whenever he comes to the field to work, these things should have been done during the daytime. But because the place is located within a place surrounded by one school, hospital, court, and then the district assembly, so they decided to push or shift this into evening activities so that they can have their peace of mind. But anytime the operator goes, here is the case, people will then come and throw stones and many things. So they thought it wise. Now they are feeling insecure. Hence, they cannot even do the work anymore. Not knowing, my dear NDC members were doing that. They wanted to frustrate the contractor in such a way that he will leave the place and go. And lo and behold, the contractor left or evacuated. Afterwards, they then came back to do afforestation. If you can imagine, for a whole pitch or park, there will be then cultivating lands like buckets, cassava, and other things. Isn't it amazing? We are not blind. Though my fellow is even a teacher, he has taught me before. The man who just spoke, I listened to him very well, attentively. Mr. Dumont taught me when I was in primary school. But let me tell you, this submission is a mystery. Sorry to say, but we all know things that are good for everyone. I cannot be constructing a park and then realizing people want to even take my life. Sabotaging the government. So, one, Mr. Dumont is a witness to me. Even myself could have done this for the community. One, I have spoken with the previous contractor that this time around, I am going to protect him fully so he should come back to field. Now, this is what he's narrating or saying. That he won't come back again because life is one. Even if it is three, he wouldn't have played with one of them. So, at the moment, I have made up my mind. At the moment, I have my dozer. I have all the necessary accoutrements to construct the park or the pit. So let us by 15, like I said earlier to your reporter, I am sending my own machines to the field to clear the place. Like what happened yesterday. It was trying to insinuate, creating a problem for the Christian community and the Muslim community. We don't do things like this. We all live in a common community. Why will you then, sabotage, making it as if the Christians, they hate the Muslims? Why? They are priestly or they are parliamentary candidates. He's a friend to me.
So, Mr. Dapa, are you saying that the promise of transforming the pitch to an astroturf is not a promise by the NPP as a party, but a parliamentary candidate, that's Professor Chumesi? That's what you are saying.
Yeah.
And then there is this commitment to ensure that the project continues successfully. However, there are concerns about threats to the...
Brother, can I ask you one question?
I'm coming.
Okay.
Hold on for me briefly. And that the contractor has not been able to go ahead with the project because of threats that he's facing on site. In fact, we've engaged him...
ordinary. Because of the threat from the NDC.
But the NDC says that these actions that you are alluding to are not coming from them, and so they are wondering why this accusation of sabotage will be coming from.
I have pictures, I have videos, I have evidence.
So there are evidence to it.
Of some of the NDC members throwing stones at the operator.
How did you conclude that these persons who were pelting stones at the contractor are NDC members? How did you get to that conclusion?
Yeah.
Mr. Dapa, are you on the line with me?
I'm on the line.
I'm asking that this evidence that you are making reference to, how do you determine that these persons who are pelting stones at the contractor
are
NDC members?
For during the transfer of votes to fight big people up here and there. So they are common people. We are always with them.
Are these not wild allegations you make?
No. I know them.
Mr. Solomon, are you on the line? Yes. So this is what.
If you listen to my first submission, I didn't say Elvis Dapa brought a contractor to site.
Yes.
To contract astroturf.
He has also not said no. He's not said that.
Please. I'm saying that in my presentation, I didn't say Elvis Dapa. I said Professor Chumasi.
Exactly, and he's saying that he's admitted. No, he's admitted to it that it is not him who is promising the astroturf.
I just want to correct.
He's not said that he was the one who brought the contractors to site.
Very
what he's saying.
Number two. Yes, number two. I didn't also say that after the NPP primaries, machines were on site. No, I said that a day after NPP finished the elections, the so-called grader which was on site, they came for it. And so, when NPP is holding their primaries, of which NDC do not have any locals in it, please, when NDC do not have any locals, can you put him to order?
Mr. Dapa, please allow Mr. Solomon to make his point, after which I'll come to you. After which I'll come to you.
Listen to me when I was talking to him. When he was talking, I was listening to him.
Mr. Solomon, please make your point briefly.
Yes, what I am saying is that, one, we didn't say that Papa brought a contractor to site. Two, I'm putting it on record that when NPP were working on their primaries, of which NDC had finished their primaries, didn't have any interest in NPP primaries, the machine was taken off a day after NPP finished their primaries. And so if the NPP parliamentary candidate elect is alluding to the fact that there was an attempt, a purported attempt to stop the contractor from going to site, then it should be Elvis Dapa and his supporters who were struggling to make sure they make the then professor unpopular. Because NDC could not have any interest in the contractor. We didn't know the contractor. We are not government in power. It was professor who was doing his work. We were not in contest. It was Elvis Dapa who was in contest. So if Elvis Dapa is saying that during the primaries era, some people were attacking suppose someone who is a contractor not to do his work diligently, and right after the election, the contractor had to leave the site. Then it was Dapa and his people, with his NPP gurus, who decided that they would make the contractor ungovernable, the system ungovernable for the contractor to remain aside. He should not associate NDC to this. I am putting it on record. He should not associate us to it. If he was saying that the contractor had worked even after the elections, 3 weeks, 1 month, 2 months, and that NDC guys were attacking him, perhaps I would have, as a well-meaning person, like he's saying, I'm a teacher, and so as a profession, beyond politics, my professional ethics calls me and bounds me to speak and be realistic in my presentation.
All right. Let me quickly go to Mr. Dapa for a quick response.
Allegation he has put across, and I want to put it on record that it is unfortunate. He should not associate some of us to any kind of statement that will not give us credit.
Mr. Solomon, please hang on for me. Let me quickly bring in Elvis Dapa, parliamentary candidate, as we wrap up.
He's not trying to be honest. He's not.
Mr. Dapa, are you still on the line with me?
Hello?
Yeah, so one, just clarify for me quickly, at what point did the contractor move out of the site, which you said was as a result of threats by some members you believe are NDC members?
I had a report from the site operator. This is not from the contractor. When it comes to machinery, I am more inclined in activities like dozer, excavator, and other machinery. So I had a report from the operator that anytime he comes to field, people try to intimidate him, and he doesn't know them. So I intentionally told him to take at least pictures of some of them, those who have been threatening him here and there. And he sent to me some pictures.
So what do you intend to do with these pictures that have been taken? And finally, what is the way forward in terms of making sure that the people of Mankraso get what was promised them?
Honestly speaking, I wanted to identify these people. Where are they even coming from? Before later, I realized they are the so-called metro men following these NDC candidates. Do you understand? So precisely, I have pictures, like I told you, my other sister who interviewed me the other time. I have pictures of them, I have videos of them, and they are existing. They are within the constituency. When it comes to politics, it's not everything that I can say at least we should pray with.
Okay, that's okay. I think your point has been well made. I want to believe that the next step will be that making sure that work resumes on the site for the people to get what was promised there. But I'm grateful to you, Elvis Dapa, a parliamentary candidate for the NPP in the Ahafo Ano South West constituency in the Ashanti region. Earlier was Dumont Solomon, secretary of the NDC in the same constituency.